Let's go on a history adventure together. So we are currently on our way to Bellsay Hall right now, guys, and yeah, this is going to be a really good journey full of history. Let's go. So when we arrived, we signed our tickets in, and then this was Bellsay Hall, Bellsay. It was absolutely huge, like no other. The first thing we did was definitely go inside. It was full of Greek culture because this monarch was so rich and loved the style of Greece. He has Greek trees and everything. I found this little like plate on the wall. Went inside, there's lots of different rooms. We think this was the sitting room. Yeah, that was the plate again. Let's have a look. So these are the windows. This was a massive place. I got this selfie next to the window. It was really cute. Then we headed straight to the library. That was another selfie. And this library was absolutely huge. My library is just my desk. So I found this library absolutely amazing and insane. It was something like really incredible to look at. And like everything, like just being able to be there was like really crazy. Because like, you know, he was so rich. Like being just a monarch, you would not know what the king would have had that day. Right, so we were planning on going upstairs, but we did have a couple more rooms to explore first. So we went down, and we're going to have a look around. We found lots of different spaces. That was my dad. And yeah, there's basically lots of rooms. I thought this ceiling was a bit strange because, like, I don't know if it's fully safe to go in, but they have it open as an event, so we went straight for it. Because, you know, this is a bit of history and it's pretty cool. And I was really excited to voice this video because I thought, you know, why not? So we found these, and it was like, I feel like they were like something to do with water running into the building. Let's have it. Let's keep looking around, guys. Let's keep going. So yes, we had a look around, and we found these stairs underneath, and then we were like, yes, obviously we have to go down. I thought this was like a basement at first, or maybe somewhere they kept prisoners. That's just an exit. So yeah, we went straight down there. My mum was like head first in. I was really careful on the stairs though, because like they were really, really steep, and you know. But I thought this would be such a good adventure, because like why not with us kid? Thankfully you can't see his face too much. Let's go down. Alright. So when we reached the bottom layer, ignore how shaky I am, but I found this and I thought this must be a prison. My parents thought it might be like a food source or supplies or something from when there was world wars, because this was set in World War II. So that's one of the reasons. We kept looking and we found this like kind of like there was just nothing there whatsoever in that room, and then we found some more dungeons and we got to go in one. Look at that moss, guys. Alright, so let's keep going. On our way. Alright, so the next we found this, and I thought it's just like another, like, I thought it was just loads of like cells and things of like where they kept their prisoners, because I don't know if monarchs could back in the day, but I know, yeah. Oh, and then these are the stairs. We just found some random stairs that led to absolutely nowhere, so I was really confused, but I was wondering what those stairs would have led to back in those times and if they'd shut that off. Next, we went to this room. I thought it could have been like showers where you keep your things and things. My parents thought it might have been a food supply. My brother agreed with that. I noticed they had letters on them as well, as if it was like, you know, soldiers' first initials or something. So yeah, we had a look at that, and I think it was definitely a food supply, but you know, it didn't say that. So you know, it didn't really tell us, so I didn't know. But you know, we'll see. But like then we went around. Kept looking, we saw those stairs again. Those stairs were absolutely creeping me out. I don't know why, but like they just were. Went a bit blank because it got really dark. Then we found another room. We were having a look around. I'm just trying to show everywhere. That's why I'm really shaky. Then we found more of these like kind of shower things, and we realised that they had like they had loads of like ABCs on them. So yeah, I was really wondering what these were. I feel like they were showers, and that they were like where you kept them and then you just like sat there or something, because I don't know. Because obviously this was set in like the 1400s or something. No, early 1900s there, ABC. Some of the things like the trees and stuff were the 1400s, which I'll get on to. Yeah, there was up to from A to F in the alphabet, which I was wondering, like, is this like soldiers? What's been here? Alright, so next we went out and we were about to head up the stairs again, but we were just making sure we had all of our looks around. Alright, so we got back in up. We went back up now, and we wanted to go back up more stairs. So as soon as we'd done that, we're going to go straight for the higher point, because like obviously we want to make sure that we get to the top and have a look around. My brother didn't want to go so high, so part of this was just me and my mum, which you'll find because you know you'll find it's just me and her, and you can't see my dad anymore. We saw that from down there, which is pretty cool, and because like, you know, it just like drops. So imagine if I drop my phone though. Yeah, so we kept looking, And this was where I thought that was a Harry Potter cupboard, by the way, that's why I showed that. And then we went up some more stairs and we kept looking. We wanted to find like the servants' rooms and maybe even his room himself, the monarch's room. Things like the nursery and things we wanted to find as well. Let's have a look. And I will say a few facts and things when we go along. Oh, this was the monarch's room, yes. And he chose this room because of the view. He loved the light and the space that you could have. We think he might have had a closet. This is outside. The view is definitely really nice. But I mean, if I was the monarch at that time, I think I would have chosen some other rooms. And when we got into the room that I would have chose, I will explain why. Anyway, we went through this. I saw this bit and we went through that. There was more of a view here. And then we think he must have had like a fireplace here. And then obviously his closet. But we were just having a look around. It was really cool to see though, because like it was a bit random as well when we went there. But like I just thought, something like so old is just amazing to like look at and like see that it's still standing and it's still here. And that, so of course I had to bring you guys with me because like that was just so important. And then you had a look. We were even higher up now, and this was just me and my mum. So we kept looking. This is one of the bedrooms. We think that the servants' rooms may have been separated, female and male, as that's what it said in the sign of what people thought. And you can see we're quite high up now too. And we think that these may have been servants' rooms. I will show you when it gets onto the servants' rooms as well, a bit more, because I think there's a couple different ones. But yes, so we kept looking. Just keep going. Yeah, okay, so they were the servants' rooms, and then we're about to go in. It says servants. I'm not sure if I showed the sign or not, but maybe when we're out. So we went to the first servants' room, well, one of them, and we found the male one, female one, which we've just been in the female one as well. This is the male one. So yeah, I thought this was really cool to look at. And we found the sink, which they must have all had like toilets in here and everything. So they just had one space, and then obviously the monarch had everything. So Charles the Monarch was his name. Alright, so let's have a look around his house a bit more. Alright, so this was the female one again. And we're going to head out because we've seen it, obviously. And then we're going to keep looking. There was so much in this house full of like things. I mean, honestly, if I had lived here, this would have just been crazy. Because like, it was so big. I think this house now, if it was all renovated and sorted out, I think it would be worth like, I don't even know, somewhere around 15 million, I think. Because that's so much history. But like, yeah, I seen this velvet door and I went inside. I felt like this was a really nice room and I just liked it. I mean, some of the wallpaper here hasn't even been renewed. I love the fact that they left some of it as well, just for like us to see. I love the view from this window as well, and I thought it was pretty cool, the evaporation and things, and then just having a look around. But yeah, I love the fact that you could still see some of it. It's like from when he had actually lived here with his kids and his wife and everyone that lived here too. I thought it was really cool to like see that all. Anyway, this was the bedroom I would have probably chose because I thought it was really like, I don't know, like really cute. And I liked the view and the window from this one, but this was actually the nursery. So this was his wife and kids in here. And yeah, this was a nice room, and I thought, he isn't actually in that photo, just his wife and children. But yes, this was the nursery, and this is where they used to play and learn probably. So let's keep exploring, let's keep going. This was like amazing though, guys. Like, I'm really appreciative for going to this because I was not expecting all this, and it was absolutely amazing. We've got a really big adventure as well, so let's keep going. All right, and I will put a photo on at the end of like me and my brother in the like before we went into things. Right, anyway, this was another room that I probably would have chosen because I really like the view, and it was such a sunny day, which really made up for it because like I thought it was really good. This was also another nursery. They had plenty of nurseries and everything. But yeah, I thought this room was also great as a nursery. Everything really worked in it. And, I think it's just so cool to be able to, like, explore this, knowing that, like, someone had lived here beforehand. Like, and, just, like, a monarch that isn't even the king had lived in this house. And, what would the king had in those days if this was just a monarch's house? Like, it's absolutely amazing. And if you see a lot of the Greek texture, that's just because he had an obsession with Greek at the times. Apparently some of the trees were even like Greek culture and things, which is really cool and interesting. So yeah, I was excited to see all the outside as well. But this was when we were first exploring. We saw that they had even more at a window, which I thought was pretty cool. And my mum especially thought that was amazing. Because very strange place to have a window as well. Anyway, went to the next room. there were so many random rooms in here as well, which we don't know what they would have been. I was saying here, there's a checkered fireplace. Like, I thought that was pretty preppy. Yeah, we went out, and honestly, I keep showing the views. Like, I literally love the views in these windows. They are absolutely amazing. And then we thought this might have been a closet. When we looked up, though, it was actually really high up. So yeah, there was definitely a lot of space there. Yeah. There was a few webs and bugs in here, especially because obviously it's quite old now. But it was really cool to see, like, how, you know, you can picture this yourself as, you know, where something would have been a long time ago. Anyway, we went into the next rooms. These are all really nice rooms again. And my mum, she was, like, grabbing the door handle. I looked at the ceiling. It was, like, very, very crazy. Everything was really cool, though. It was really nice to have a look at, though. And anyway, we went and had a look at some more windows. My mum tried one of the shutters. She said they were absolutely awesome. And then, yeah, I'm going to try one in a minute. So they were pretty cool. And then I thought, obviously, they probably didn't have curtains at the time, so this would have been how they did it. I grabbed a shutter, and, like, obviously, when they opened, they would have shut the windows. One for each side. Then that was the view. Then we exit this room. All the rooms were, like, similar. And I think they were all just for different people. And obviously, the children would have had their own rooms and everything. So, yeah, there was definitely lots. I know I'm going to be talking a lot. This is just because, like, I'm basically the tour guide in here, showing you guys the way around this place. Although, yeah, we did encounter an actual tour guide during this as well, which is pretty cool. Anyway, actually, I think this is the moment we're about to encounter him when we finished. Or I think we look up some more rooms. Yeah, this was the moment that we encountered. Yeah, so we're heading back down now. That was absolutely amazing, though, and I thought that was, like, so cool to just see, like, where he had lived. And, like, just that was a monarch. I couldn't get over the fact that the king must have had some incredible things if that was just a monarch's house. Anyway, we were on our way to leave, and we thought that was absolutely awesome. Incredible, though, to see. And, like, I'm going to show you a bit more at the end. And it's like, I just thought that was absolutely amazing to have a look at and see that how, like, you know, incredible that is. Anyway, here's the photo I promised of me and my brother in front of the hall. The rest of this video might just be a bit of a flash of photos sometimes. This was because I was just going to show you the gardens and everything. But yes, these gardens are absolutely incredible. Greek trees are coming up. Yeah, these are some of the Greek trees. They were really tall and really cool as well to see and just have that all there. It was really interesting. This tree, I thought was like an octopus kind of, and it does say that on, like, this said that on the thing. And yeah, we get some redwood trees as well, so I'm going to show you them. Here is a really interesting photo that I took of a redwood tree. I thought it was a really good photo because I really caught the sun's rays, like in this one as well. These were the names of their pets that had died. This was really sad, but we found the names and I've took photos of them. So the first one is Mandy. That one was there. That was one of the kids' pets there. Judy was also there. So these pets passed away. There was also Polly. These pets passed away a long time ago, obviously. This was the sun's rays in a photo of a redwood tree. I thought that was amazing. But yes, these pets, they passed away a long time. And they were basically some of the things that the children had carved there. Then I found this, we started looking into these streams, and this is about when we came to a stream. I found, like, we were wondering what this all would have been in time. Imagine owning all that land. Anyway, if you know what this is in the comments, I found this on a rock. I thought it kind of looked a bit like copper. I thought it was pretty cool. Anyway, we visit the stream now. Yeah, ignore the chat from my family. I'm going to voice over this. But yeah, this is going to be a bit of a quiet. Basically, I just wanted you to hear the stream. Anyway, we went down a slide now at the play park, and then we had our picnic. And then, yeah, we had our picnic, and then we went straight into the castle. There was a castle next to it, and there's basically a video here. So I'm going to go silent again while you listen to the video, because I know that my voice is just on this.
And move from the castle to the hall on Christmas Day.
It's cool.
Sir Charles loves his picturesque ideas so much. He even ruins parts of the castle and clears away the old village.
So I'm just come and find the gold sugars.
Sons of Arthur Middleton loves the gardens too, but prefers the exotic, the colourful. Like some of his ancestors, Arthur is obsessed with it. And me, of course. So, tell me, are
Alright, so that was the video. Then we found this like really small room, and I was really scared to go in at first, but then I thought, you know, why not? I'll leave where this is the only chance I'm gonna get. So I do dive in a minute. My dad tried to shut it there, and I was like, that's cheeky, don't even try that, mate. Then I was about to come in, so I went in, and it was really, really dark in here. I'm in now, and my mum came in as well. We thought, why not? It was really small. It did remind me of another Harry Potter closet. We were wondering what this would have been used for, though, and if they would have, like, trapped people down here or anything. I was wondering if maybe they would trap animals, and I was like, well, let's get out of here. No longer will I stay in here, gang. Alright, so and then we went up the stairs. We wanted the perfectest castle view. Went to the first bit. We found some rooms, and I'm about to go in. This is because there's people on the stairs, obviously, so that's why I'm waiting. And yeah, and I do end up going to the very roof of the castle, and we go in the turrets, like you saw in the short. But my brother doesn't come with me, nor does my mum. I go with my dad because my dad missed the first bit because my brother didn't want to go that high, which is absolutely fine though. And then we went up a bit more stairs. Just ignore the stairs. We had to wait a bit, and then we found this room. I thought this room was really cool, like having such a big room in a castle, because I've never been like to the very top of the castle before, and like in the rooms and things. So I thought this was really interesting to see. Found some furnaces and things, and yeah, all of it was really interesting. Then I thought, why not go on here? It's like a seat, and then I went in, and the window view was absolutely incredible. And then my family also joined me, which I thought was amazing. We could have had our picnic here. I thought it was a pretty nice spot. And you can also see the horse stables from here as well. And everything was just so high. I thought it was amazing. So yeah, the horse stables I will show in a minute because I think they do come up as well. Yes, anyway. We hop down from there in a minute. Yep, here we are. Then we were having a bit more look at the furnaces and things and how old-fashioned everything was. And just, you know, that day, and we were wondering if like chimney smokers would have been up there, because I know that in the olden days there was children who used to go up there and clean the chimneys. We were wondering all about that because that was really high. My mum was wondering if there would be bats up there as well, which we thought was pretty cool. Nice intriguing. Anyway, we had a look around, and I've been looking at these paintings on the wall and things. I do actually manage to find one in a minute. I'm a bit shaky here until I find it. There we go, I point to it here. And it was like a shield on the wall. I thought it was pretty cool. It's good that you guys can see the view so well as well. But I thought this must have been another painting. And I love finding old paintings on the walls. So I thought that was really cool. So yes, I thought this might have been another one. You could make shift a castle as well. You can kind of see one in there, which I thought was amazing. Just like seeing it all was really cool. I did also spot the dragon's tail, which I'm pointing to there. And I'm showing everyone. And then we went a bit away. Started walking again. And then we had a look. I'm really excited though, because I know you've seen on the short, some of you may have. That was just another seat up there. But yes, we do go into the castle turrets, which I think is absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to show you that bit. Just a bit more in here. I thought, like, you know, seeing like he owned all of this land, it was a really big walk for us as well, so I thought, you know, that's actually really incredible. Then we started going up to the next bit. My brother decided he didn't want to go, so we skipped that bit, which is absolutely fine if he doesn't want to go there. We're waiting there. And then we kept going on. He did stay with us a little bit here before deciding, which is absolutely fine though. Like, you know, if you don't like heights, that's completely fine. You know what I mean? Like, it's up to you where you go. And some of these stairs were getting really, really high. So, you know, this is the bit. So we waited here, and then me and my dad went up to the top, and here is the top of the castle. I've been so excited for this. OMG. So yeah, I was like super, super excited to go to the top, and super excited to show you guys, because this was absolutely incredible. But yes, seriously, this was so amazing. I love the view. I love like being on top of the castle and like going in the turrets and everything. I thought that was absolutely insane. And yes, the turret video is coming up in a second. But like, I just wanted to show you guys the view, and I thought it was absolutely incredible. Like, getting some of the photos, I got some lush photos from the view here, which I think is absolutely amazing. But like, being on top of the castle and like seeing the sky from that kind of height, I thought was incredible. So yes, I really did love seeing that. And yeah, I just thought it felt like I was like really, really close to the clouds as well. Like, I know that obviously airplanes are close, so I've been to them, but like, you know. And then I see my dad go into a turret here, and that's when I decided I should go into one. So that's when I do the video. We do have a minute though, because I'm just looking around the sky, and I think it's like so cool to see as well, because I felt so high up, which I thought was really cool. Like, you know, it's just like, seriously, visit Bellsay Hall, guys. It's a really good experience. Guys, it's the first time that you've seen my face today on this video, actually. But look what we're in. It's been so cool, like exploring a 1400-year-old castle with me. Best video yet. This is actually crazy. Let's have a look. Let's go around. Slowly. Okay, that's my view. You can see everything. I'm gonna flip. So that was me basically explaining my view in the video. I think this is all like, really incredible though, and like that castle turret that I was in there, I thought that was really interesting because like, you know, it was really cool to see. And obviously that was the 1400 bit that I'd mentioned in there. Being in a 1400-year-old castle 600 years later was like really interesting. Like that it was actually still standing and how great it would have been built to still be alive, even with a couple renovations only. So we do go into the castle room turret, and yes, I think being on top of a castle was absolutely incredible for me. I really enjoyed the experience, and you know, I thought it was really amazing. It was something good to see. And then I got some pictures here. This is the views I got from the castle and some photos. I thought these views were incredible to see. Here's my favourite picture of the sky yet. And I got this lovely photo of some turrets as well. And then some photos of just the views and the trees. Here's another photo of like a close-up turret. You can see how the moss and everything. Another tree that I got, but all in flavour. This was my favourite photo of the sky yet. Then I got this selfie. Then I looked inside the castle dungeons when we reached the bottom again. It's got a lock on. And yes, like this is all really incredible to take in. Fitness.
It's a good stuff.
That's cool. Would they have like had like the pans that we had now, or?
No, but this is like Victorian eras. Actually, no, it's later. This would have been maybe 1900s.
It's cool that we have these kind of like artifacts. And that was basically me asking a couple questions. Now we're in the horse stables, and like I was really excited to see this and see what they would have had. There was like a little fire in there and things, and when I walked in, there was a big spacious stable. I thought it was amazing. There was a few bugs, but like whatever. And yeah, there was a fire and everything was really nice in there, and I thought there was really nice stables with the window and everything. And this was stable, so you know, it's a great graceful space to keep a horse. And then this was obviously where they could go if they wanted to. And here we had to look for flowers and things to see what we could find. There was some more lovely photos that I found. They were absolutely beautiful. And yeah, these were some more redwood trees and things. I really loved it all. And then I found this like thing in the, I think this would have been like what they had for stable. They asked us to find a carved face, and I did find it. I was a person. I wonder what they'd use that for as well. And then here's some nice photos. Redwood tree sign, giant redwood tree. And then yes, once in a while, you know, guys, you can hug a tree. So yes, here is your inspiration to give a tree a hug. Guys, we have been to the bookshop. Thank you for watching. That was our history tour through Bellsay Hall. And then just before I go, here were a few more photos that I got. They were all really cute, and I thought, you know, why not share them? It was like, I know we've had an amazing journey, and I really loved seeing all this history today. You know, why not? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Bye!